In a distant corner of the cosmos, an ancient prophecy foretells of a chosen one who will bring balance to the stars. On a desolate planet, a young alien princess named Lyra discovers she is the key to unlocking cosmic harmony. Meanwhile, on Earth, a seasoned human mercenary named Kale finds himself drawn into a web of interstellar intrigue. Their paths cross when they both receive visions of a powerful artifact hidden deep within the heart of the galaxy. Together, they embark on a perilous journey, facing unimaginable challenges and discovering the true meaning of unity. Subscribe now and join us on this epic adventure. In the far reaches of the galaxy, a storm was brewing. The once peaceful planet of Zorith had fallen under the shadow of a malevolent force, its skies darkened by an endless night. The inhabitants, descendants of a once great civilization, were dwindling, their numbers thinned by the relentless attacks of the Vexorians, a race of technologically advanced predators. Among them was Lyra, a young princess with a destiny she could not yet understand. Her people believed in the ancient prophecy of the balance, a legend that spoke of a chosen one who would restore order to the cosmos. Little did she know, her fate was intertwined with that of a distant world, and a man named Kale, a hardened human mercenary, had seen his share of battles and betrayals. His life was a series of missions, each more dangerous than the last, but none compared to the one he was about to undertake. After receiving cryptic visions of a powerful artifact, he found himself on the edge of the known universe, on a mission to retrieve the lost relic. The artifact, known as the Heart of Zorith, was said to possess the power to reshape reality itself. Kale's employers, a shadowy organization known only as the Council, promised him riches beyond imagination if he succeeded. Little did he know, his path would lead him to the very planet where Lyra lived, and to a destiny he could never have imagined. Lyra's world was one of constant struggle. The Vexorians, with their advanced technology and ruthless tactics, had nearly wiped out her people. She spent her days training with the remaining warriors, learning the ways of combat and strategy. Despite the odds stacked against her, Lyra refused to give up hope. One evening, as she stood on the edge of a cliff overlooking her homeland, she felt a strange pull, as if something was calling to her. It was then that she received her first vision, a glimpse of a man in unfamiliar armor, standing amidst a sea of stars. The vision left her puzzled, but also filled with a sense of purpose. She knew she had to find out what it meant. Kale's journey took him through treacherous asteroid fields and hostile alien territories. Each step brought him closer to the heart of Zorith, but also deeper into danger. His ship, the Serenity, was equipped with state-of-the-art technology, but even the most advanced systems could not prepare him for the trials ahead. Along the way, he encountered various factions, each with their own agenda. Some sought to claim the artifact for themselves, while others warned him of the dangers it posed. Kale remained steadfast, driven by the promise of wealth and the thrill of the unknown. However, as he neared his destination, he began to question the motives of his employers and the true nature of the artifact. Lyra's visions grew stronger, more vivid with each passing day. She saw herself standing beside a man, their hands joined in a gesture of unity. The man in her visions was always the same, a figure in gleaming armor with eyes that seemed to pierce through the darkness. These visions troubled her, as they hinted at a future far different from the one she had always known. Determined to uncover the truth, Lyra decided to seek out the elders of her people, the wise ones who had knowledge of the ancient prophecies. They told her of the balance, a concept that went beyond mere survival. It was the key to restoring harmony to the galaxy. But achieving the balance required the cooperation of both humans and aliens, something that seemed impossible given the current state of affairs. Kale arrived on Zorith, the planet of endless night, and immediately felt the weight of its despair. The landscape was barren, scarred by the Vexorian invasions, and the air was thick with a sense of impending doom. He landed his ship in a hidden valley, far from the prying eyes of the enemy, and set out to locate the heart of Zorith. His search led him to a series of ancient ruins, their structures crumbling but still holding secrets. As he explored the ruins, he encountered a group of survivors, including a young woman named Lyra. She was wary of him at first, but Kale's calm demeanor and genuine concern for her people slowly won her trust. Together, they delved deeper into the mysteries of the ruins, uncovering clues that pointed to the location of the artifact. The bond between Kale and Lyra grew stronger with each challenge they faced. They shared a common goal, finding the heart of Zorith and using its power to restore balance to the galaxy. But their methods often clashed. Kale, with his pragmatic approach, was focused on completing the mission and securing the artifact for the Council. Lyra, on the other hand, was driven by a desire to protect her people and fulfill the prophecy. Their differences occasionally led to heated arguments, but they also fostered a deep respect for one another. As they ventured further into the ruins, they discovered ancient texts that spoke of the balance, a concept that transcended individual desires and required selflessness and unity. This revelation forced Kale to reconsider his motivations and question the true value of the artifact. Their journey took them to the heart of the ruins, a grand structure that seemed to pulse with an ancient energy. Inside, they found the heart of Zorith, a crystalline object that glowed with a soft, otherworldly light. The moment Kale touched the artifact, visions flooded his mind, visions of a galaxy torn apart by conflict, of worlds consumed by darkness, and of the balance being restored. He realized that the artifact was not just a tool for power, but a symbol of unity and hope. Lyra, sensing the shift in Kale's perspective, felt a surge of relief. Together, they vowed to use the heart of Zorith to bring peace to the galaxy. But first, they had to confront the Vexorians and their leader, the enigmatic Overlord Xerax. The battle against the Vexorians was fierce and relentless. The Overlord Xerax, a towering figure of pure malice, led his forces with brutal efficiency. His soldiers, augmented with advanced technology, were a formidable foe, but Kale and Lyra were determined to stand against them. With the heart of Zorith in their possession, they possessed a power that could turn the tide of the war. The final confrontation took place on a floating island above the ruins, where the Overlord had established his stronghold. The battle was intense, with both sides suffering heavy losses. Kale and Lyra fought side by side, their combined skills and determination proving to be the deciding factor. In a climactic moment, Kale managed to sever the Overlord's connection to his power source, leaving him vulnerable. Lyra, with a swift strike, delivered the final blow, bringing an end to the Overlord's reign of terror. With the Overlord defeated, the Vexorian forces scattered, leaving the galaxy to begin the slow process of healing. Kale and Lyra returned to the ruins, where they used the heart of Zorith to initiate the balance, a process that would restore harmony to the cosmos. The transformation was immediate and profound, as the darkness lifted from the skies of Zorith, and the planet began to flourish once more. The balance extended beyond Zorith, affecting the entire galaxy, bringing peace and prosperity to countless worlds. Kale and Lyra became legends, their names spoken with reverence by those they had saved. They continued their journey, traveling the stars and helping others in need, forever united by the power of the heart of Zorith. As Kale and Lyra traveled through the galaxy, they encountered new challenges and allies. They visited planets recovering from the aftermath of the Vexorian invasion, offering aid and guidance. Their reputation as saviors spread far and wide, drawing the attention of various factions, each with their own agendas. Some sought to exploit the heart of Zorith for personal gain, while others wished to protect it from those who would misuse its power. Kale and Lyra navigated these complex political landscapes with wisdom and diplomacy, always striving to uphold the balance. Their bond deepened with each passing day, as they faced trials that tested their resolve and strengthened their partnership. One day, Kale and Lyra received a distress signal from a remote sector of space. The message came from a group of scientists working on a top-secret project, warning of an imminent threat to the balance. They had discovered a new anomaly, a rift in the fabric of reality that could potentially unravel everything they had worked so hard to achieve. Without hesitation, Kale and Lyra set off to investigate. The anomaly turned out to be a portal leading to a parallel dimension, a realm where the balance had never been restored. In this alternate reality, Chaos reigned, and the Vexorians had succeeded in conquering the galaxy. Determined to prevent history from repeating itself, Kale and Lyra ventured into the portal, prepared to face whatever challenges awaited them. In the parallel dimension, Kale and Lyra found themselves in a world where the Vexorians ruled supreme. The once beautiful planets were now desolate wastelands, their ecosystems destroyed by the invaders. The people they encountered were broken, their spirits crushed by years of oppression. Kale and Lyra knew they had to act quickly to prevent this grim future from becoming a reality. They sought out the remnants of resistance movements, joining forces with rebels who shared their vision of a balanced galaxy. Together, they formulated a plan to close the portal and restore the balance. But their efforts were met with fierce opposition from the Vexorians. Battles raged across multiple fronts, with Kale and Lyra leading the charge, their resolve unwavering. The final battle for the balance took place at the heart of the Vexorian Empire, a massive fortress built on the surface of a dying sun. The stakes were higher than ever, as the fate of the entire galaxy hung in the balance. Kale and Lyra faced overwhelming odds, but their determination and unity gave them the strength to persevere. With the help of their allies, they launched a daring assault on the fortress, infiltrating its defenses and reaching the core, where the portal to the parallel dimension was located. In a climactic showdown, Kale and Lyra confronted the Vexorian overlord, engaging in a fierce battle that pushed them to their limits. With a final, desperate effort, they managed to close the portal, sealing the alternate reality away and restoring the balance to their own universe. With the balance restored, Kale and Lyra returned to their travels, their hearts filled with hope for the future. They continued to work together, using the heart of Zorith to heal and protect the galaxy. Their bond had grown stronger through their shared experiences, and they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them side by side. As they looked out at the stars, they realized that their journey was far from over, but they were ready for whatever the universe had in store for them. And so, they continued their quest, always striving to maintain the balance and ensure the peace and prosperity of the galaxy. Subscribe now and join us on this epic adventure.